Hello, mamas. Welcome to Confessions of a Praying Mom. I have a special guest today. Say hello. You're not shy. Say hi. I have little Aviah here because this is her 9-month update. So I want you to stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing all of her little milestones. Yes, and she gets to take part in sharing all of the milestones that we have discovered in this month. And just what a joy bubble she is. This is one of them. She is quite the talker. So stay tuned for our 9-month update here at Confessions of a Praying Mom. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to be very long because she is such a little busy bee, and as you can see, she's trying to get down now. She doesn't. This is one of the biggest things that we've noticed in this month is that she doesn't like to be held. She wants to crawl and move around, so I'm actually going to kind of let her go there. But anyway, hopefully she won't mess with the camera. Yep, that's what she's going for. No, ma'am. Anyway, she's showing me every day that she is not my little baby anymore. She doesn't want to be held. She doesn't want you to cuddle her, even cradle her to sleep. She wants to get around. So she started crawling actually about 3 months ago. So she's been crawling since she was 6 months. She is standing. She's not freestanding yet. But she is standing while holding on to things. She can hold on to my leg and kind of walk a little bit. But we're not a walker yet, thank goodness. So some of the milestones that we've discovered is that she babbles a lot more. Okay, mommy. I know, it's also nap time. I picked the wrong time to do this video. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So she babbles a lot. And it's like her discovery of her voice now, the inflections of her voice. So she does a lot of highs and a lot of lows, very loud talking. And I know that that's her way of communicating to me and to her dad and her brothers, and just discovering her voice overall. So it's really adorable. She does say mama, 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 mama. She says da, 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 da. She says, hey, hey. And so I think those are her 3 definite words that she knows how to say. Next milestone, she is still eating table food. Pretty much now she eats everything that we eat. There is nothing that she hasn't had. She's had all her vegetables, all of her fruits. We don't give her meat because we're mostly plant-based, but she has had seafood. She's had fish. I think her dad gave her a little bit of crab meat, but we didn't really like dive into that yet. We just, we have given her salmon, catfish. So she's had fish and she's had tuna, all of which she absolutely loves. What else? Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but I'm doing her hair now. Let them see, let them see. So we actually have a few little ponytails. Y'all, that's why I'm out of breath now. When I tell you it is a job to get this little girl to sit down just so I can do her hair, I'm handing her toys. I'm giving her she has like a basket of ribbons and bows, and I just let her play with that. She wants to hold the brush, I give her the brush. She wants to hold the comb, I give her the comb. But her being still is out of the question. The latest trick that I have discovered that works is I sit her in my lap and I put my right leg over her leg so she can't move. And she kind of gets a little upset about that, but for the most part she stays put. So we're doing her hair now. Before, I couldn't quite get a good grip, and so the ponytails wouldn't stay, and she has like a really curly, soft texture. So most of the time by the middle of the day, they do come loose, but I'm still doing her hair to train it and to train her because, I mean, she's a little girl and we're going to be doing her hair every day. Next milestone. She sleeps through the night. She sees her brother. Hi, big brother. She sleeps through the night 95% of the time now. Yay! So some nights I actually get a break from hearing that little cry at 2 or 3 a.m. and she sleeps through. But occasionally she still does wake up. But now it has shifted more to like 4 o'clock or 4:30 in the morning. And what I do, I still go in. I kind of like that she does it because by that time her diaper is really full. And I go in, I gently change her diaper, I nurse her on both sides, I lay her back down, she goes to sleep. And she usually sleeps until 8 o'clock, like clockwork. So that works perfectly for me. I get to go back to bed and get some rest, or if I decide to stay up and get some things done, I still can get things done while she's laying down. So that's a huge accomplishment, we feel. We were still, last month we were getting up 2-3 times, and it was really wearing on me. It was really wearing on my husband. The kids slept straight through it, but we were just like, oh, when is this going to end? So we're really happy about that. Next change, I am now supplementing with formula. And when I mean supplementing, she is still getting a little breast milk, but when I say little, it is very little. Because I'm pregnant, my midwife, she kind of warned me that my milk supply would dip between months 4 and 5. I am now 4 months pregnant and I have noticed the dip in my supply. I used to be able to feed her just like 1 to 2 bottles a day and she could nurse, and because she's eating table food, she'd be just fine. But now it's very obvious that that's not enough. Okay, she pulled down her basket of toys, but she's okay. So I have no problem with supplementing. Mamas, I encourage you, if you know that you have been all that you can be for your baby, and in this circumstance where you're growing another baby, or just life changes happen, feed your baby and don't stress yourself out. I definitely wasn't going to do what I did before when I had a dip in my supply. I had a dip in my supply at her when she was 6 months, which was due to her eating solids. And I fought to get my supply back up because I really wanted to make it to a year, but we're almost there. She's going to be 10 months in 2.5 weeks. So again, she's still getting breast milk, but she gets about 4 bottles a day. We do give her soy formula, which that's the choice for our family because again, we don't do cow-based milk anymore. We have switched totally to plant-based milk, and so we felt like it would be easier for her to transition as well if we gave her soy formula, and then when she starts to drink milk when she turns a year old, she will drink plant-based milk as well. She's doing really well with it. She loves it. It's just been really awesome to see her transition. I know some moms have an issue when they transition from having exclusively breastfed their baby to giving them formula, and Aviah she did an awesome job. So I also want to include at 9 months old, she gets 6 ounces at every feeding. She gets 6 ounces in the morning before breakfast, after her first nap in the morning. She gets another one like an hour before dinner around 4, and then she gets one before bed. So that's 4 6-ounce bottles a day. And I nurse her every morning as soon as she wakes up. I nurse her on demand because she still climbs up on me, and now she really knows how to communicate, Mom, I want that. And so she'll climb up on me and she'll like burrow her head in my boob and let me know, Mom, I want to nurse. So whenever she does that, I give it to her. And then at night, I don't nurse her anymore. Most of the time her dad puts her to bed and he gives her a bottle. So the only other time I will nurse her is again if she wakes up at that 4 a.m. Time. Okay, so what is the next thing? Oh, yes. So lastly, yes, Mama, we're still talking about you. This is really huge. Come here so we can show everybody. Do you see her ears? Let them see how pretty. Yay! She got her ears pierced. So she has officially been christened as a young lady. I believe every girl, when we get our ears pierced, that is like the most amazing moment, especially for mamas. If you get to take your baby girl to do that, it's like the entry into girlhood. And I couldn't wait to do this. Honestly, folks, I wanted to do it at 3 months. But we had an appointment set for her, I think right when she turned 6 months. We decided to wait, and that's when COVID-19 struck our nation, and the pediatric she's okay. The pediatric place that does ear piercing that I wanted to take her to, they shut down. And so they actually reopened, but they were not doing ear piercing. And so about, I guess 2 weeks ago, I learned that Claire's had opened back up at the mall, and I took her to Claire's. And when I tell you she was a champ, she squealed for like half a second on each ear. Okay, you can go, mama. You can go. She wants the camera. No. She squealed for like half a second as they did each ear, and then she was good. She didn't even know her ears were pierced. I was so nervous that she was going to touch them, figure out where they were, and pull on them. She didn't touch them. I was also nervous about when she fell asleep, because little Miss Lady sleeps on her stomach. And I know that it is recommended to protect, your baby against SIDS, to put your baby on their back. My baby, Aviah, has never been a back sleeper. In fact, both my boys were the same way. They always rolled over. I never turned them back over. After she finished being swaddled and we transitioned her, that is the way she sleeps. Even if you lay her on her back, she automatically turns over. She grabs her little lovey and she turns her head and she sleeps on her stomach. So I felt like under her ear, because I was really nervous that she was going to be laying on her earring, and I didn't want it to hurt her, but she was just fine. So that is the last update for Miss Aviah and her 9-month. Yes, Mama, we're going to say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? That is her last update. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You want to say bye? Say bye, everybody. Say, I'll see you on my 10-month update. Yes. So for all you mamas who have a 9-month-old baby, or your baby is younger than 9 months, I hope that this video encouraged you, inspired you. Please don't compare. If your baby's not doing some of those things, remember, all babies are different. Certain developments can happen later or sooner. Please don't get discouraged if you don't see certain things happening with your baby, especially if you are using some type of guide to tell you what your baby should be doing. I'm just wanting to bring you encouragement as a mom who is just enjoying the process. I pray blessings over you, over your children, those of you who are watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Please comment if you want to share some updates with your baby, your 9-month-old baby. I would love to hear those. And also, if you're on Instagram, please, if you want to see even more from me, my family, follow me on Instagram at, I'm out of breath, y'all, I'm sorry, at Confessions of a Praying Mom. The link is below. Thank you again for tuning in. Bye-bye.